Morning, eighth graders. Welcome to CS Lesson 2, which is called Solving Problems. There are no notes that you need to take for this particular lesson, but what you do need to know is that I do need you to get out your planner. So let me have everyone get out your planner, please. You have one piece of homework from today's lesson, which I will describe in just a minute. So in your planner, if you can for today, wherever you're going to write computer science, go ahead and write create a Scratch project. And in parentheses, you may want to put Shobi. It is due Friday, September 18th. So just to clarify, you have 3 assignments due by this Friday, 2 of which you're hopefully totally done with. So the first one was the birthday guess problem. That was the worksheet that we worked on yesterday. Make sure that's submitted to Shobi. The second one was the prompts, the reflection prompts from yesterday. Again, those were 3 reflections. Answer those in Shobi. Make sure that that's submitted. And last but not least, this Scratch project, which I will describe in a minute, is going to be due by 4 p.m. And you're basically going to just be putting the link for your Scratch project in Shobi, and I'll talk more about that in a second. So let's review. We said yesterday that computer science is about solving problems using computers. And so you did that birthday guess problem, and it seemed so random, but really, people find problems of that and then make computers solve them. So you saw that website, megaseatingchart.com, where someone said, hey, getting seating charts is a problem that people have. Let me build a web application to solve that problem. And now they're making money off this website by selling advertising space. So when you can identify a problem and use a computer to solve it, that's essentially integrating computer science into that. Yesterday, we also talked about what makes something a computer. So I'll give you a minute. Chat with your homeroom or with the person sitting next to you. Is this Beats headphone, is that a computer or not? Well, let's redefine what actually makes a computer a computer. Remember, a computer can IPSO. What does the I stand for? Shout it out. Yes, input. What about the P? Yes, processing. What about the S? I'm not sure if you said it, but it's storage. And lastly, what about O? Say it out loud. Output, correct. So a computer can IPSO. So the question is, can this set of Beats headphones do those 4 activities? Can it input? Yeah, I would say there's probably a little button on it that allows you to connect via Bluetooth. So that's an input. Does it process anything? Meaning, does it convert any information? Well, I would argue that it does not, because I would say that the computer is actually doing any of the file processing, and even that is questionable whether the computer is doing it or it's just pulling a file. But the Beats headphone is merely just outputting it. It perhaps, I'm not sure, depending on the headphone, it may be storing, you may have some pre-stored settings. Most headphones don't have a storage capability, but yes, it outputs. So I would say the headphones are not a computer. Yesterday, we also talked about all of the areas of computer science. Do you remember that crazy acronym that I said? Shout it out loud. What is it? It's so quiet in your room. Why? It should be CANE-CADGE. So coding, artificial intelligence, networks, ethics, cybersecurity, algorithms, data, gaming, and graphics. And we're going to be touching upon all of these things today, but in particular, today you are going to be working on coding, the first of the CANE-CADGE. CS is about solving problems using computers, and so we are going to get into your first problem. The first assignment at Harvard's Intro to CS course that every person has to take if you're interested in computer science is a Scratch project. And so you're going to create a Scratch project using some requirements. I wanted to highlight this, the fact that it's at Harvard, for one reason only. I wanted you, even if you feel like you're not a CS person, quote unquote, I want you to have some confidence that if The first assignment at Harvard's CS course is to build a Scratch program, and it's a basic Scratch program. Many of you already have the skills to do that. And again, it's not about being highly technical or highly proficient in CS, but it's about being able to solve problems. And you may be able to solve some basic ones, but you can still do it. So their first assignment is to create a Scratch project. And so you are going to do the same. Your job is to create a Scratch project. It cannot be one of your old projects. It cannot be a remix of someone else's project. And you will go to Shobi for all the project details. So let me just go to Shobi and let me show you what today's assignment is going to consist of. So I'm going to have the video back here if you need to be reminded of the instructions. But here's the project requirements. If you are new to Latin this year, I believe that's 3 of you, you are going to do the following steps. Go to Scratch, click Join Scratch, create a username password, click Ideas, and choose any tutorial and complete it. So for example, once I create my username and password, if you're new to Latin this year, you're going to click on Choose a Tutorial. You're going to pick any one of the tutorials that they provide for you, and then you're just going to follow step by step on the tutorial by clicking on it. And then it's got this little thing. It's got a video. You just click through, and it goes through things step by step. Okay. Finally, once you've made the project and you've completed the tutorial, you're going to share your project. If you've never used Scratch before, you need to confirm your email. There's a video link for how to do that. And then you're just going to copy that link, like whatever your project is. So just copy this link right here, and then you're going to just paste it back into Shobi. Okay? All right. If you are a returning to Latin student, you're going to go to Scratch, follow the steps here as far as signing in, etc. You are going to choose from one of the project prompts found here. So you're going to click on that. It's going to take you to this doc right here. And your job is to choose any one of the prompts and make a Scratch project which satisfies the prompts. So any one of these, read through it. It should allow you to have some creativity. You just got to just pick one, not all of them, not 2 of them, just one. If you're stuck, check out these tutorials that will give you some help. Again, by the end, you are going to share your project, letter D right here. I've got a video for how to share that project. Oops, I didn't put it in, but I will put it in. And again, you will just copy once you've shared it. Oh, if you need to know how to share it and you've used it before, you can just click this share button and it will share it. Otherwise, another way to share it is if you go to My Stuff, and if you go to any one of your projects and you click See Inside, and once the project loads, you can go to the project page and you could share it from here as well. Either way, copy the link once you're done, paste it right here. Okay. Last but not least, I know you're ready to get started. Last but not least, there is a quick rubric for this that I just wanted to go over with you all. And this is a rubric that they're going to be using in the upper school for computer science. It's a color-based rubric. It's not like A, B, C, D. It's all about whether you mastered the standard of being able to program. So in the upper school, they use blue, green, yellow, red. And basically, extensive evidence. Does it the program completely satisfies the prompt? You've shown evidence of additional creativity in the project. So not only have you satisfied the prompt, but I can see some additional creativity in there. Convincing evidence, which is an 8. Program completely satisfies the prompt. Limited evidence, you can see the details there. And then no evidence. If you submit something that has no evidence, you're going to have to submit it again. Most people will get an 8. That is totally fine. That means that you satisfied the prompt. That means that I understand that you have mastered this particular standard of programming. If you have any questions on the rubric, let me know. Any other questions, send me an email. Thanks so much. Get started.